Hey everyone, welcome back to Jazz Up Your Wanderlust. It has been such a long time since I did videos. Just the whole process of moving from my friends to my dad's to preparing to move to Finland has been a lot, has been emotional. And videos are kind of like the hardest part for me because I have to actually sit down and focus my thoughts and thoughts are not focused right now. They are bing, 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 help. But now I'm in that home stretch. I have a plan for my packing. I have everything, all the I's have been dotted, the T's are getting crossed. So it's slowly all coming together, and because of that, I feel more comfortable doing videos again. So today, I really want to talk about the things I'm going to miss about the US. I've been working on this list for the past 3 months, so it's kind of been hard, honestly, because there's a lot of things I'm not going to miss about the US, especially in the past 3 months, or this past year. There's a lot of things about the US I'm kind of just but that's my personal thing, and if you don't like that, then bye. I have my own views too, and I am not afraid to share them. So I just want to run through my list of things I'm gonna miss. It's written on this lovely envelope, so I might refer to it, might see it. So yeah, let's get started. One of the things I'm gonna miss about the US is plus size clothing. Granted, if you follow my Instagram, you can see that I have way too much clothing as is. But I really like clothes. I like options. I like to dress seasonally. And Finland's plus size section is non-existent to it's slowly forming. It's kind of like how plus size clothing was in the US when I was in high school in 2009. None. It was sad. There was one store in all of Virginia that had plus size clothing. It was Torrid, of course. And back in the day, I had to drive all the way up to that mall and get clothes from there one time a year. So I'm really gonna miss the availability of plus size clothing. I know that I can probably get stuff shipped from ModCloth or Shein or and maybe Torrid too. I know I can get stuff shipped, and there's more and more plus size online websites nowadays than they were when I was younger. But I'm really just gonna miss going into a store, trying on clothes, and being in the fitting room and all that. I'm also really gonna miss reggaeton. I am Puerto Rican or half Puerto Rican. I always joke and say I'm a fake Puerto Rican because I can't speak Spanish. But if you saw me dance, you would know I'm Puerto Rican. And reggaeton is such a huge part of Hispanic culture, Latinx culture. It's a huge part of how I identify myself as Puerto Rican. So it's gonna be interesting going to clubs and everything and maybe not hearing that reggaeton beat or anything like that. So that's just all music in general. There's gonna be points where I make music references and it's not going to be understood, and I'm going to be sad about it. Sadness. Which brings me to my next thing I'm going to miss about the US. I'm going to miss other cultures. Living in Northern Virginia was so amazing because it was I was in a little part of Korea. I love anime. I know it's Japanese, but I love anime. I love Korean drama. I love Chinese dramas. Anyone asks me what I'm watching, it's going to be one of those three things because I don't watch anything else. And when I lived in Northern Virginia, one of my friends and I, we would go to Eden Center. We would go to Annandale to get Korean barbecue, to get hot pot. We never got hot pot, but to get just all sorts of different Asian foods and stuff that I could never get in Richmond. And I think Finland has one Korean restaurant. Which brings me to food. I'm just gonna miss so much food. I love other cultures because of their food, the way they dress, their style. I just love other cultures, and then I love their food. There's so much food. about the US I'm gonna miss, like Mexican food. I went to one Mexican restaurant in Finland and I wanted to cry and commit seppuku all at the same time. They put pepper on a margarita rim, and that is blasphemous. Don't put pepper on a margarita rim. I barely like salt, but you definitely don't put pepper. Obviously, like Korean food, Puerto Rican food. Like my family makes all this Puerto Rican food, and like I'm trying to figure out ways I can make it there, but I already know that some of the ingredients aren't going to be available, but I would have to really check out the Asian market in Turku. Hopefully they might have something. Hopefully. And yellow cheddar cheese. I am gonna miss the hell out of some yellow cheddar cheese. Like, that's how you make mac and cheese. That's what you should put on burgers. Do not be putting that nasty ass American cheese on your burgers. It's nasty. It's plastic. It's fucking gross. Yellow cheddar cheese. There's no dye in it. It's just a natto. I hope so. And like, you know, again, that's how you make mac and cheese. And I've tried making mac and cheese with white cheddar, and it's not the same. I don't care what you tell me. If it's not yellow, it's not the same. And like, a lot of like our food culture is around holidays. So like, you have 4th of July, you have Christmas, Thanksgiving, you have Easter. Like, I mean, I know like Finland celebrates Easter and Christmas, but it's not the same. Like, Finland doesn't do it in the same way that we do in the US and vice versa. Like, and I wouldn't want them to. Like, I like celebrating and learning more about Tuomas's culture, and especially like the role Santa plays in Finland compared to the US. So it's going to be exciting, you know, to learn new traditions, but I'm really going to miss some of the American traditions. Luckily, his mom wants to do Thanksgiving. I'm really happy about that. And I'm gonna make sure like Halloween and the 4th of July are like thrown in there. And oh, best believe we're gonna have tacky Christmas lights. We're gonna be tacky lighted out. It's exciting. Alright, so I haven't really had a snow day since I was in like high school, because I was a physical therapist at a nursing home. So technically I was considered an essential worker, which cool, fine. So I'm used to driving in the snow. I'm used to being out and about when we do get snow. And luckily Virginia, we really didn't get a lot of snow all the time. So, but I'm really gonna miss like that idea of snow days. Like, oh, it's snowing, can't go anywhere, gotta stay inside. Nope, not in Finland. Not in Finland at all. They would laugh at our snow days. But I do really like the cold, and I enjoy being cold. Like, that's part of the reason why I'm moving to Finland, because I get hot easily. And Finland's a lot cooler. I can actually not die during the summer like I do here. And the only thing that's gonna make me a little sad though is the lack of air conditioning. I'm really gonna miss having the AC on and a ceiling fan in the middle of summer, and you know, in the middle of winter, because I like being cold when I sleep. So we're gonna have to crack open those windows during winter. But I'm really gonna miss like the AC and ceiling fans and all that stuff, because I just gotten so used to that airflow constantly while I'm sleeping. I'm so used to being freezing cold, and it's gonna be, wish me luck. It's gonna be hard the first few weeks. And of course, like, I'm gonna miss my family and friends. Like, that goes without saying. Like, I'm really happy in like this last month that I've kind of, actually no, I've been able to see everyone like family wise, and I'll officially be able to see all my friends this Friday. One of my friends is coming up to Richmond for me, and I'm really excited that I can finally see her, because, you know, that's like one of my oldest friends I have right now. So yeah, I've been able to see all my family and friends this last month, which is so important, and I'm so grateful and thankful that I have been able to, because without their support and everything, I wouldn't be able to close the distance comfortably with Moss. So, yep. Oh, man, I've been like really wanting to do this video for so long. Like, I've been so excited about it, so hyped up. But it's definitely a overwhelming and exciting process. Like there's a lot of emotions the entire time, and it's all like exciting once you actually get there. And I'm ready to be in Finland right now, even though I miss all these things. I'm ready. Hopefully the next video will be when I am there. What? Until then, see y'all.